So I've come back today to a location where I had a roadside sighting of a kind of unusual cat. What happened was it was just a Sunday, about 11:30 in the morning, and I was just coming down the road from up the hill there. I'm just plodding along about 30 mile an hour, no rush. And at the side of the road here, there was a cat sitting, and I knew straight away it's going to cross the road. And our eyes sort of met. It was watching me, I was watching it. So I pulled to a halt just here, and it began to cross the road. And as it crossed in front of my van, it kept its eyes on me, and I was watching it. And I thought, that's a really unusual cat, because there's a few features about it that caught my attention. The first one being the prominence of the ears on the head. The head looked like a very young cat, but the ears were very adult-like. So I thought, that's unusual. And then the colouring as well. It was like a patchwork of browns. And the area that caught my attention was just the sort of leg area here. It was almost like a square of a brown colour, a shade of brown. Then there was a darker line inside it, and then different browns again around it, and up the body towards the head, like a patchwork quilt effect. And I thought, that's really unusual. And then the tail was as long as the body, and it was dark brown, but there was flecks of lighter brown in it, and maybe a few white hairs as well. But anyway, it crossed in front of me, and I would have said I could see it over the bonnet. As I say, it was looking at me, so I was seeing sort of from the middle of the leg up. And I would have said it's about 14, maybe 16 inches at shoulder. And it crossed in front of me. And at the time, I had a 2004 Renault Kangoo van, and I would say this cat was from nose to tip of the tail, easily the width of the van. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. So anyway, it crossed the road in front of me and proceeded to go through that gate over there. So I'll continue the story over there. So anyway, the cat had come over here, and I was fumbling for my phone because I thought I'll try and get a picture of it. And by the time I looked up again, it was through the gate, and it was sort of halfway up the slope here. And I was still looking at it. It turned, looked at me, gave me a dirty look as only a cat can, and then just trotted off up that hill at a good pace and off to the right there, never to be seen again. So I thought maybe I'd seen a kind of hybrid wildcat or something like that, just because of the unusual colouring. I didn't think anything more of it. And then about a year after, we had our first gathering of the research team, and I was sitting speaking to Paul McDonald, and I was talking about this cat that I'd seen here, and he said that in a conversation with a woman who had reared pumas and helped look after them. I think it was a sanctuary somewhere. I'm not sure it was probably in America, probably. But he said that from the description of the colouring and the markings, he thought it may have been a juvenile puma. Now, down this way, a puma has been seen over the years. I've heard anecdotal stories. I've not actually spoken to anyone who's actually seen one. I've heard names, but I've not spoken to the people in question. So I thought, with plenty of time on my hands over the holiday period, I thought, well, why don't I come back, just go up over the hill here and see what there is. There's a few little bits of forestry, gorse and that, but we could follow the track, and maybe if that cat passed this way that day, maybe it's been here since and might be something to find up there. I don't know, but we'll go up and have a look anyway. Well, it's a bit later in the afternoon now. I just discovered the footage I'd been taking with my phone that's dedicated for the videos is mostly corrupted files, so I'm going to start again. Now, this area of trees I'm in actually is where the yellow eyeshine was seen by the wife of the landowner when she was out with her dogs one night, and she just shone a torch on it. She felt she was being watched and shone a torch, and there was the eyeshine, yellow, she says. So that's interesting. I haven't seen any indication anywhere. I've been looking at all the mud, and there's plenty of canine prints and deer, roe deer as well. Nothing else of interest. I haven't spotted anything on the trees that could be scratch marks or anything like that. So think that's about it for today. Now tomorrow I want to go back out again and possibly go to a location where I found some physical evidence before in the form of potential scratch marks on the trees, and we shall see if there's anything that's appeared there subsequently. Now, I was last there about 5 months ago, I think it was, so that'll be worth a look. And I think that'll be it. I would stay out longer here, but I haven't got a torch with me. I didn't actually expect to be here this late. And then, of course, with the other camera messing up, it's caused me problems. So I don't know if I'll be able to recover all the files from there. I shall try though. Right, that's us out of the trees now. We've got a bit of light again. But possibly we'll be back up here again to look around and see what's going on.